Okay guys, you just leave a comment and a like, and I'm not doing long intros. Let's start with something simple like this mod that adds mossy deep slate blocks and some other variations too. Additionally, you have some new tools and weapons. This is not just a purple book, it's an album for your card collections, and you can keep track of everything you have. How it works? Well, you find and open the card packs, get some cool cards and put them right in your album. Cards and packs have tiers, and if you collect enough cards in each category, you can get a permanent good buff. Tricky Trials update added new vaults, but it can only be opened once per player. This next mod adds a balanced way to make vaults refreshable. Just craft this new expensive tool and now you can reset the vault 15 times. Before checking out crazy mods with new content, I want to show you a reworked mace. With this mod, the smash attack really feels strong. Just look how the ground shakes when you perform the attack successfully. If we can change the color of leather armor, why can't we change any other armor set? Now you can use dyes even on the netherite set, but it's black so the color won't be so noticeable. Iron armor is the best one if you want something colorful. Iron doors are awesome because zombies can't break them and you can't open them with your bare hand, but this mod adds a key to open them easily. Another small but useful mod adds a lightning wand. Not hard to craft, and it can shoot with light blocks. This way you can light up your base easily. If you want to remove the light block, just break it while holding the wand. All you need to do to fix them is some glowstone dust. One more simple mod that adds a saw, an alternative to the stonecutter. It's much more profitable to use it because you get more resources than through crafting table. You can even craft tools in one simple click. This mod is even smaller as it just adds an ability to put potions in cauldrons. However, it's still a good bedrock parody. Time for a bigger mod and a bigger mob. Sniffers get a new plant that they can dig up. It has several stages of growing, but you can use bone meal and you'll find out that it's a giant new tree with lawn pears. Calorie wood set is complete and its textures are pretty great. We don't have a similar color of planks in vanilla. Now let's check lawn pears. Simple ones aren't too great as you might have guessed, but you get glowing effect. Copper lawn pears, however, are the alternative for golden apples. Lawn pears can be used as decorations, but copper one glows better. You can also make a decent pear tart. I love this new tree, pretty unique. Next one is really fun. How about weapons that shoot carrots, potatoes, cocoa beans, wheat seeds, sugar cane, and pumpkin seeds? How about a beetroot smoke that spawns smoke particles and gives blindness effect to everyone who comes close? How about a trapped cake? This mod has a bunch of crazy stuff in it. It's something that I haven't seen before, and you can also open skin packs, get different skin cards and then apply them on your weapons so they will look cooler. A lot of customization here. A few more small mods, and the first one is an oxidizer. Cool tool that allows you to oxidize copper blocks instantly. Be aware that it can break. Don't you think that something isn't right on this picture? Like something is missing from vanilla Minecraft? I think that we should be able to apply armor trims on elytras. All the vanilla trims and colors are working in this mod and it all looks good. Even if you have the cape, you can still see the trims, so it allows you for more customization. Mod that adds a bunch of new paintings. I showcased a lot of them in my previous episodes, but this one is probably my favorite because of how authentic everything looks. Not as big as something I will show by the end of the episode, but here's a massive Dark Souls themed mod. What I really liked about it is its own combat system. Some new weapons from the mod can do different types of attacks, which are satisfying to use, and some of them are extremely powerful. Especially I like the magic weapons here. Some of them are causing massive area damage, and this one weapon can spawn lava under your enemies. It can't break blocks, but be aware that it can set them on fire. And if you like ranged weapons that aren't related to magic, this mod has some stuff for you too. Imagine fighting mobs with this blunderbuss. And if vanilla mobs aren't cool for you, this mod adds a few dozens of new mobs that are inspired or taken from Dark Souls series. Honestly, each one of them is cool, each animation is well made, mobs have unique attack patterns, and most of them are pretty creepy. You can put this mod in some horror mod pack and it'll be great. Let's take a break for a moment and check this cute skunk mod. They have several color variations, and you can tame them with sweet berries so they won't attack you with something we all know. You can right-click on your new pet and it will climb up your shoulder. To put him down on the ground, simply press right-click again while holding shift. Skunk armor sets aren't too hard to craft, so it's recommended to make one set and put in on your skunk. With this new stick you can control what your pet does. There's also a secret skunk color that you can get by renaming them, and if you think that this is it, you're wrong. There's a whole warden skunk boss fight that drops a summoning item for Skulk Skunk, and a lot more cool skunks with different abilities for you to find. While you're looking at all the skunks, you can let me know what other mod I can showcase in the next episode. One more big mod before we'll take a small break. This mod is not finished, but I just want to show you guys what it has so far. First of all, there's this big structure with a boss fight inside. It's pretty hard to beat because his magic ability deals unimaginable amount of damage. But if you can somehow beat him, you will get a unique material. But this dungeon has more stuff hidden behind secret walls. You can find a lot of barrels with new ingots, a small library with its own secrets inside, a treasure room with some lore and stuff for you to steal, and also 4 chests above the fountain at the top. With these basic ingots you can make a lot of decorative and actually useful stuff, but you can also craft energium ingots to make even more interesting loot that I will show to you right now. This energium controller is what you can make with the boss drop, and I'm pretty sure that it's useless so far, at least I haven't found a way to use it. Also, this keeper's box is impossible to get in survival, but that's the main feature of this mod. You can pick one of dozens of unique magic archetypes. For example, I picked vacuum, and now I have a magic vacuum stone I can activate and get my vacuum weapon and a full armor set. This mod has its own mana system. With each archetype you have several unique abilities. You can pick the one you like and use it by pressing R on your keyboard. Usually you will get some attack abilities and a very expensive skill. For example, my vacuum class has zeroing out ability that teleports me to the spawn, and I'm just amazed by how much variety this mod has. There's even this animal stone that gives you an ability to spawn dogs. There's also a battery charger. Basically, you can craft a battery and charge it with your stone. It works just like the stone itself, but gives you a higher mana capacity. Be aware that after unequipping your battery, you won't get it back. Next mod keeps the simplicity of vanilla blocks and adds new ones for your amazing builds. The list of additions isn't small. There are tables and some of them can be opened. Different type of tables, chairs, and even some modern stuff like gaming chairs and polished trash cans. Big and nice mushrooms are here too. Wait, there's a chair with a bomb. Before I will show you an absolute blast of a mod, here's one small mod that's a blast in another way. You can use a rocket launcher and shoot with it, or rocket jump. And here's one of the most useful mods that I have ever seen. Normal hoppers are sucking everything that you put above them. Building a filtering system is not cheap and really complicated, but here you can just craft a golden hopper and put anything you want in the filter slot. Now you have a filtering system in one single block. And here's probably the biggest mod from today's episode. What you see on your screen is the main addition of the mod, but every single ore has insane amount of content, probably besides the nether coal ore, which is exactly what you imagine it to be. Let's start with the platinum ore. You can crush it with a hammer made from other ore I'll show later, and this way you'll double the amount of ingots you can get. Platinum ingots are used to craft basic materials. This pretty block and staff of Gales. This is a unique weapon that kinda close to Reptile Trident, but it allows you to climb blocks without jumping. Gives you levitation, works without thunder, and increases your falling damage resistance. Oh, and it's also a quick weapon. Netherite ore is simple, just an alternative way to find netherite, so let's skip this one. Mithril ore is quite more interesting. It's used to make another endgame ingot we'll check later, and it's used to make mithril bars, some handy light blue blocks, and a mithril chainmail armor set. This is cool, but now we're looking at my favorite ores. Starcinium ingots are insanely cool. It's being used in more than 20 recipes. You can upgrade the netherite set to starcinium set with the weapons too. Star hand isn't craftable, but it increases your reach by several times. With these ingots you can make a starcinium apple, which is an upgraded version of normal golden apple. And also there's this blessed starcinium apple of the greater cosmos. Such a long name, but honestly it fits good. You're becoming almost immune with this apple. Check out these 2 blocks, and if there's a thought in your head that you can make a golem with these blocks, then you're completely right. I'm pretty sure this golem is stronger than Iron Golem from vanilla Minecraft. Besides that, we have some other decorative blocks you can make with this material, and even an extremely dangerous bomb. You don't want to mess with this one. Deep iron ore is mostly used as a secondary material for other items, but it has its own set of blocks too, so let's not act like it's bad. Terranite is especially interesting because of Vanadium Zapper in the core of Earth that allows you to craft a totem of undying. So now you don't need to farm raids anymore. Visually the blocks and its version of upgraded netherite looks different from everything else too. The zapper isn't too strong, but makes your enemies glow and fits your set. Staff of Vital Earth is powerful if you have some spare soul powder. It becomes the strongest way for you to heal yourself. Adamantium is the last sword that I'm going to show you before ending the episode with a bang. That's also my favorite armor from here. The color scheme of the blocks reminds me of some game I can't remember. Well, now let me show you the reason why I left this block levitating. Now in the end dimension you can find a whole new dungeon, and to my surprise, this mod creator already managed to make a dungeon with new vault system. He added some new mobs to it, a few vaults here and there, support for ominous version of the dungeon, new loot tables for the vaults, and these several suspicious vaults in the middle you won't be able to open with normal keys. After crafting Xenixmith ingots you can make some normal and fancy blocks with it, but if you want to summon a boss, you'll need to collect 2 Starcinian blocks and a Galaxy Totem Head. This is the main boss fight of the mod, and it's a reworked Illusioner mob from vanilla Minecraft. Works really great. This boss drops the keys that you need for the middle vaults. Now you can open them and get some gear I showed to you earlier. What a fun mod, and there's still dozens of blocks and items I haven't showcased, but that's something you can discover on your own.